Hello, I hope everyone's doing well today. What I'm going to do today is try to focus on finding your V. A lot of people have trouble figuring out where that is on their eye, or they know where it is but it doesn't look right when they do it. So I'm going to do a real simple look today with Winter White and Oz, both Bare Escentuals colors, and I'll probably use some Onyx as my liner. What I've done already is put on some Primetime and then a 50-50 mix of Well Rested and Clear Radiance. I start all my looks that way, so you know, that's how it all starts. And then I have Winter White already underneath the brow, and so I'm going to start with the foiling part. If you're in a hurry, this is a good quick look that you can do, and just use the same color, but under the brow do it dry, and then from lash to crease do it foiled, and that'll be good. Alright, so I have the foiled mixture on my brush already, and I'm using the wet dry brush from Bare Escentuals today instead of my Target brush, just to show you can do either one, it's fine. Okay, so as always I just start in the middle of the lid and work my way in and kind of up, and I'm going to put this all over the lid from the lash line up to the crease, because it's really going to be the main color that you're going to see. Okay, so we're just going to start in the middle there. And I got to be careful on this eye because the crease is a little bit different than on the other eye, and if I take the foiling all the way up, it looks really like I've gone above the crease on this side, so just have to be careful. And you might find that about your eye too, that you have either some asymmetry or, you know, they're just a little bit different, and so you'll just have to be careful with how you do it. Okay, so that's done. Okay, so now we're going to start on the V, and the V is really just along your lash line here out to the corner and then up a little bit into the crease. I don't know if you can see that, like into the crease. So it's just along the lash line and into the crease, and it's just really that little outer corner there. Okay, so if you're just doing the V, you're going to start, or I like to start just along the lash line here, and then just go up kind of where the natural end of my eye is, and go up. And so if your eye kind of goes down a little bit, you might not want to follow your natural eye exactly. You might want to go kind of like up and lift it up so you don't go all the way down to the corner here. And you also just, you don't need to bring it out like all the way out to here or anything. So some people end up looking at themselves in the mirror and then they've got a little point out there. You've gone too far. So, and I'm just going to darken this here. And you really do make like a little V. Now, usually it's not enough right there for me to do, and I like to fill in that little corner so you get just a little bit more depth. And so I'm going to do that today. I'm just going to fill it in, but just so you can really see, you know, how it works. Some people do like to just leave it like that, or they do that and then they go all the way into the crease, and that's fine too. So I'm just going to kind of fill it in the little corner there of the V. Come up a little further in the crease too. It's a really big V. And sometimes I just do that too, like the corner where the V is, just come forward like this, towards the inner corner. And that helps you get like a little blended smokiness right there. I'm using Oz for this, and I love the way it looks in the pot, but it doesn't show up as bright as I like on my eye, even foiled. So, okay, it's just like a little bit of smokiness in the corner there. And what I'm using to do this is the Heavenly Liner Blending Brush from Escentuals. And I really like this brush for doing the outer quarter of my eyelid, or doing just the V, because it's got a really small head on it, and it's easy to keep things precise. But if you have small eyes, you might consider using this brush all the time for eyeshadow application. It's too small for me to do that, but my little sister has kind of small eyes, and I think it would be perfect for her to use as an eyeshadow brush. You see, I went out a little too far on that one, so just kind of wipe it down. Okay. So sometimes it just looks a little abrupt if you end it, if you start the V like here and just go back. So you just might want to blend it down at an angle into your eyelash line, and then it kind of looks like it just kind of naturally comes up out of the lash line, and there's no like defined stop. You might also want to come in a little bit further, depending on what your eye shape is like. So now you have a V, and I filled in the little bottom of a V, but you don't have to do that. You can leave it. So that's kind of it for the V, if you just want to do that. Now I'm just going to put on some liner, and then I will be finished. It's a really fast look. Okay, so now for the liner. I'm going to use Onyx, and it's going to be really dark, but I just got it yesterday, so I have to use it today. And this is what the brush looks like with the Onyx on it. You probably can't really see it. But here's my little lid where I do the foiling paste, and then this is the paste here for the liner. And a drop of water just got in it, so you can't really see the consistency. Oops. Anyway, it's kind of a loose, inky-like paste. Now, I'm just going to start here in the middle of my eye, right by the lash line. And sometimes I even end up touching my lashes because I'm trying to get so close to the lash line. And then make little dashes back. And I've got to be careful with this because it's really dark. And then just make little soft dashes going in. So, get that. That's about it. Alright. Now I'll do my face and everything like that, and I'll show you pictures. Boy, goofy.